Hello, summer! I hope that you all are enjoying the warmer months with all the fresh produce it brings and in the company of loved ones. This is one of my favorite seasons as it gives us a wonderful opportunity to slow down, reflect, and recharge our batteries. So in today's video, I'll share 3 quick and easy recipes for your summer season. They use fresh ingredients and are perfect for your next outdoor barbecue. I hope that you enjoy. Hello there, lovely people. Today's video takes place in the beautiful Czech countryside where Rob and I will be staying for the next 2 weeks. Rob, my husband, is Czech, and we actually lived here for 4 years before moving to Belgium. So it's always nice to come back and spend a little bit of time with friends and family and just unwind. But back to today's video. I'm going to share 3 recipes with you that are great for a summery, casual lunch spread. And it's nice because they can be served cold, so you can make them either ahead of time or just when it's a really hot day and you want something nice and refreshing. First up is a slightly spicy take on a traditional deviled egg. Then we have mini tuna meatballs served on a bed of fresh red pepper roasted hummus and some arugula. And then lastly is a sweet and salty watermelon fruit salad. Now, before we start prepping all of the ingredients for today's fiesta, one thing that I think is smart to do is to zoom out a little bit and plan ahead. So I think it's smart to look at all of the recipes and see which different techniques you can couple that are similar to maximize your time in the kitchen. So, for example, today for the roasted red pepper hummus, I've read in the recipe that if you simmer the canned chickpeas ahead of time, just for about 20 minutes, it yields a smoother, creamier result in the hummus. And I also need to boil the eggs. So we can get those 2 pots of water boiling at the same time. And I just like to think about coupling those kinds of tasks together because, as I said, it will make your whole kitchen experience that much smoother, like our hummus. We're kicking things off with the classic deviled egg. I don't know about you, but growing up in the US, summer wasn't quite complete without a big batch of these eggy poppers. My Nana always made the best ones, and I think it's because she used spicy mustard and a lot of mayonnaise. God bless her. And while I still crave that nostalgic taste, I'd like to make them with a bit of a healthier edge. The recipe to follow is more traditional, though I have also made these with beet juice to give the filling a lovely pink hue. There are many ways to jazz these babies up for your next barbecue. Let your imagination run wild. To make, simply boil as many eggs as you'd like. Here I did 10, until the yolks are fully set in the middle, roughly 8 minutes. Then carefully peel the eggs and cut them in half to gently remove the yolk. Add all of the yolks to a bowl and combine with yogurt. Here I used skyr, mustard, a bit of mayonnaise, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and chili powder. Then blend that mixture until smooth. Use a plastic bag to carefully pipe the mixture into the egg halves. Then garnish with fresh chives and enjoy. I mentioned in the intro that Rob and I are currently in the Czech Republic, away from home. And we're planning to stay here for about another 2 weeks. But even though we're on holiday, I sneakily brought a few items from home to make this whole vacation experience feel as much like our regular home routine as possible. Because even though we're traveling, I still like to feel my best and include the things in my daily routine that make me feel good. So some of those things include bringing the protein powder, collagen powder, and ashwagandha. I also snuck along my sourdough starter in case the urge to bake strikes. And we are fortunate enough here to be staying at Rob's family house, so we have a wonderful kitchen setup. So if, like me, you want to continue to feel your best even when you're on the road, then simply check out my Amazon store linked down below, where I've made a few curated lists of my daily non-negotiables. I'd also love to hear your feedback, so if you have anything that's really working for you right now, please don't hesitate to drop a comment down below. Over on my Amazon page, I've curated a list of my must-have products when traveling. Things like sunscreen, moisturizer, protein powder, and collagen powder help me feel my best even when I'm on the road. The products on my page are the ones I have used for many years and highly recommend. I encourage you to do your own research to find what works best for you. Thank you for your support. This has been the year of the meatball in our house. I have used beef, chicken, canned salmon, canned tuna, and it always turns out delicious. Meatballs are quick to cook, they freeze well, and can work with any cuisine depending on the spices you use. And today, as we will make a creamy hummus from scratch, I've chosen to work with the Mediterranean spice profile: olive oil, basil, lemon, and a bit of garlic powder. Of course, feel free to adapt the measurements to your palate and/or the cuisine you choose. To make, combined 3 cans of tuna fish in a bowl with 3 eggs, breadcrumbs, spices of choice, a few tablespoons of lemon juice, the zest of 1 lemon, and fresh basil. One trick I learned a while back from the gifted philosopher, Snoop Dogg, is to layer the leaves in descending size, roll them up tightly, and then finely slice into strips. I didn't use exact measurements, but you're looking for a mixture that will hold together and is a bit moist. Once you have thoroughly mixed everything together, it's time to make some balls. You can use an ice cream scoop or big spoon to keep the balls uniform, but I recommend making them no larger than the size of a golf ball. It may take a bit more time to make many small balls, but it will speed up cook time and make presentation more fun. Think about the size of meatball you would want on top of your pasta or salad, and use that as a guide. As the tuna fish is already cooked, all you need to do before you serve is brown them in a heavy bottom skillet with a bit of butter or olive oil until golden, and then enjoy. The main dish for our summery lunch spread today is mini tuna meatballs served over smooth, creamy red pepper hummus, dotted with fresh arugula. It's gonna be wonderfully colorful and I hope quite delicious. This was a completely new recipe for me, but I think that it turned out quite well. Roasting the peppers beforehand made the flavor more intense, and it also gave the hummus a lovely rusted color. The recipe I used here also taught me that simmering the chickpeas for about 30 minutes in water with a touch of baking soda softens them, which in turn yields a creamier end result. I will copy the full recipe in the description box below if you'd like to recreate it at home. Unfortunately, as we're in the Czech countryside, I didn't have access to tahini, which is generally considered a hummus staple, but I managed to make do with a double dose of olive oil instead. Sometimes we have to work with what we have, right? Recently, I've been inspired by a few online creators to expand my tapas repertoire. Small plates with simple combinations like grilled steak on a bed of garlic yogurt can be made to look quite sophisticated, and this template can apply to a variety of foods. Start with your meat of choice. In this dish, I chose tuna and combine with a creamy, fatty base. Insert hummus. Then top with whatever garnish you see fit. Here I chose arugula, which added a slightly spicy pepper flavor. Hummus is a wonderful blank canvas for some jazzy toppings. It's creamy, healthy, and quick to throw together. And, like the meatballs, it can be tailored in spice to fit the cuisine you've chosen. One thing I would like to note here: contrast is key. It's smart to consider flavors and colors that complement one another. Salty and sweet, creamy and sour, and so on. One of the reasons I chose to make a red pepper hummus instead of the traditional variation is that the red color makes the tuna meatballs pop. It would have looked a bit less appetizing to have the meatballs and the hummus be the same beige color. Remember, we eat with our eyes first, and we want the whole dining experience to be as enjoyable as possible. And the last dish to round out our beautiful lunch spread today can serve either as a dessert or as a slightly sweet side salad. It's summer, so I don't think that there are really any rules. I think it's totally okay to have something sweet and refreshing even as your main dish, but you do you. When it's really hot outside and you want something cold and refreshing, try this crisp watermelon salad. It ticks all the boxes: sweet, savory, and fresh. I recommend chilling for at least 10 minutes before serving for maximum freshness. You could choose to serve this as a mixed salad, though today I want to impress in presentation, so I've chosen to serve it slightly more deconstructed. I'll leave it up to you how you want to present it. I'm really sorry, but I forgot to film the prep for this salad. It seems that my brain has already embraced vacation mode. To make it, you'll cut the watermelon into triangles, crumble the feta blocks, and cut the mint leaves into thin strips. The first layer will be the watermelon, next is the feta cheese, followed by the mint, and then finish everything off with a thick drizzle of honey. Bon appétit! Thank you all so much for watching today and for joining me in the kitchen. If you enjoyed this one, then make sure you click here to see more high protein recipes. I'll catch y'all back here super soon. Ciao!